area.
Tisk. Tisk. Tisk.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, Sentry Bot.
Yeah, that's fun. Until you actually run into one.
Looks cool. Probably a more practical design than your typical mech design that people think about.
I suppose.
Okay.
Are we going to see this baseball game? How exciting!
Yes.
Oh, Kyrie,
I see
you're
the first.
adorable.
I'll
Adorably
be honest.
French.
Kyrie,
Yeah?
as far as a personality,
Any luck getting those relics?
Kyrie is
baseball
probably
could
one
depend
of
on
my favorites.
I
'em
got
all
your
right.
relics.
I like your gumption. Let me take a look. This baseball. It's the real deal. You'd sign one of these and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field.
I love his mistaken view of
See
baseball.
those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player. Check out the leather on that mitt. Ah,
You know,
really good players.
context is important.
Back there. That's
I'm with him,
everything on
though.
the list. Thank
Can I
you.
just sit here and say this
Far as
would
I'm
improve
concerned,
baseball?
You're now a part of baseball collector history.
Just about anything would improve baseball. It's generally boring as shit.
Well, okay, fine. Baseball can be very boring. But then again, when you think about it, baseball was created like over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, over 100 years ago.
Oh, Solomon is in his house sleeping.
He's
So
napping.
Yeah, so I'd have to break into his house to return, give him his fern. Just kick in the door like,
Here's your fucking fern, asshole!
take your fern and stick it up your pie hole. Because you sat there and you've sent multiple people in here to get this fern and watch them die. You're kind of a dick that way.
You know, can't argue with that.
Hey, little sleeping
Well,
kid,
hello.
give me a
Hey,
newspaper.
mister, that
Hey,
interview
Nat.
you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Okay, View from the Vault, Part 1 and 2, and 3. Let's take a look here. So we got, those will be misc items. So we got View from the Vault, Part 1.
Okay, I'm seeing a video of a dog. Says, when I look at everything I have to do, and the dog just, like, keels over.
That's how you feel moving?
That is how I feel when it comes to shit pertaining to moving.
Yep. Okay, so Piper's very happy that you crossed the path of Sterling Archer. Vault Dweller. Super Spy. Joking about his time in his vault. It was just me and the 1,000 guinea pigs. They turned carnivorous. Yeah. Oh, she thinks we're joking. Everybody else thinks, yeah, you're serious about that. You're all living in rusty shacks, killing each other, and my god, the smell. A moment of beauty. Painful words.
So
However
much of
arrogant and privileged his statement seems, we remember where he came from and what we must look like to him. He lost his son, Shaunimus. The wee baby Shaunimus.
Shaunmus?
Sure. Why spend time worrying about kidnappings?
It's a fair enough assessment. Wow, part 3.
Let's see.
It's pretty easy for us to be cynical about missing people.
We're
Powerless
powerless.
to stop them.
I asked Sterling Archer to make a statement at Diamond City. You can only take it one day at a time. That's not the worst journalism I've ever seen.
I've actually seen worse journalism.
And she had a laundry green dress laying around. Can we sleep in her bed now? No. Can we sit in her chair and wait until the thing opens up so we can turn in our quest? Yes. It's kind of annoying when people actually have schedules that they follow. Because then you're sitting there going, like, okay, where's the guy I need to talk to? But hey, if, Piper doesn't mind us crashing out on our couch, and why would she?
I mean, she's hanging out at your house.
And she left her sister here like, she'll be fine.
I'm going to sit here and say it. As much of a creeper as Archer is, she's totally right in that.
True.
Totally right to sit there and say, my kid sister is going to be fine with this person because he's not going to...
Yeah.
He's not going to molest my sister.
As we saw in that one episode
We still cut some meat.
with the German girl.
The German girl. Yep.
Okay.
Got something green for me, man? And by green, I mean mutated.
This kind of reminds me of somebody we know who's...
Found the plant.
Somebody we know's husband.
All right. Here's your payment, plus some samples from the pharmacy. Don't take them all at once now. Moderation. Now, I don't mean to be a drag, but I got a business.
Okay. So here's what we've got right now. We've completed pretty much all the stuff for going to the west. So we've got a distress call. That's off to the east. Getting a clue with Valentine is continuing the main quest and will take us west.
Got the Silver Shroud, which I think should really be your next quest.
Yeah, it's fun. The east. Jack Cabot is still the east.
Plus, we still have to go to the east in order to sit there and get to Goodneighbor.
True.
Yeah, a little bit of spoilers.
So that's what we've got right now. So that's where we'll leave off now. We're moving, so we'll figure out where we're going next in a little while, and then pick. We're going to be heading east to do some more side quest stuff, and we're going to be trading in curry for Cait, since everybody seems to want us to hang out with a violent Irish chick.
Someone who could kick your arse. Just a wee bit. But, yeah, it's going to get a little confusing with the whole... We're going to go east, and then just before that saying how before we pack up and move.
Yeah.
Just a nice little confusion. And don't be surprised, I will probably pick up a little bit of Irish since Cait's going to be with us.
Linguistic chameleon.
Hey, you like me being a linguistic chameleon. I like being a linguistic chameleon. I mean...
Well, the awkward thing whenever you do that is when you're actually, like...
When you're with people with that accent. It was really awkward with your one instructor who was from Australia.
Yeah.
And,
Ooh, I think
in class would suddenly start picking up some Australian, and a couple times in more social events, I picked up some Australian, and I was like, no, really, we're not poking fun or anything like that. It's just it's a bad habit. It's kind of like when you start picking up y'all when you're in the South, or picking up a little bit of a Southern twang. Even if you're not talking to people who are using a Southern twang, just because of where you are, it's...
Yeah. Well, I think the other one is, if you actually have somebody who has an accent that they might not want, or actually, say, a speech impediment. And it's like, oh no, I feel like a terrible person, because, I'm not trying to...
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
It's just something...
It's...
I try to blend in.
Well, not only do we try to blend in. Well, okay, I'm gonna use one of my sisters, and I'm gonna throw her under a bus.
You just say the word.
I have a sister who lives in Germany, and Dave knows all this, so this is just background. She lives in Germany, and she's lived there for about 8 or 9 years, I think. Mm-hmm. And she lived there for about 2.5 years, and she came back to the States to visit. And she came back, and she had a German lilt, and I don't know if that's what they would call it, but she had a little bit of a German accent, and I commented on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have a German accent, and it's like, it's so cute, and she's from that moment on, suddenly she was speaking in properly crisp diction and lingual usage to be American. She was very, very sensitive, to
Having picked up an accent.
And I was like, no, I think it's cute because, it's you finding a degree of comfort where you live or with, what's around you.
All right, Cait, where is your scrawny Irish ass at?
Oh, this scrawny Irish ass is gonna kick yours.
Yeah, I just need to find out where she's
find out where she is. You really do need a locator. You really do need a locator. Like, could you fucking find me?
It's like I found Piper,
There's
but
Piper.
Piper's not who we're looking for.
No, not who you're looking for. But so one of my sisters got an accent and didn't want it, and so now when she comes back to visit, she does. She tends to be a little more precise in her language still, but I think that over time she's gotten a little more relaxed and okay. With the whole, I live in Germany, I'm going to pick up a German accent. Here and there.
I mean, it would have been really funny if instead of going to a standard Midwestern like newscaster accent, or non-accent as we would call it in America, if she had actually somehow just went into received pronunciation and started talking like a British person.
Or Cockney accent. Oi, didn't know you were there. Oi.
Ah, there you are, Cait.
Hey, Cait.
How wonderful it'll be to get out of this infernal
Ready to head back out?
That's damn Skippy for you.
Ready.
I am.
Then let's get moving.
I think if you travel with Cait,
there we
you
are.
may need to bring a little more ammo.
You're just jealous because you'll be missing all the fun.
And I've got tits and you don't.
Because you're a robot.
Because you're a robot.
And like we said...
That is a fact. When you're looking for your companions, they're never around, but
So I think...
and they're also the first ones to get your ass pulled into trouble.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead, and the Silver Shroud quest will take us in the direction we want to go, so we might as well just kind of...
It's a bit of a lampshade,
Yeah.
I suppose, might be one way to...
And while we're at it, might as well turn on the Silver Shroud radio for a little bit of fun.
God. For a little bit of, background. We won't really be able to talk much if anybody wants to actually hear what is going on with the Silver Shroud radio.
True, and the quest for it actually does require you to listen to it at points. So I guess
I think hold off until then, because then you get all the between stories, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, that whole chameleon thing. Actually, my sister in Germany isn't the only one who does that. I actually think that a couple of my sisters who moved to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a lot of siblings.
It gets very confusing.
I'm not going to throw out names, but I could.
Okay, let's go ahead while we're at it. And since I picked this up last time because it's such a great weapon, I'm going to go ahead and put the Spray and Pray also on a favorite.
Are you going to keep the name Spray and Pray?
I think so. It's already named. But yeah, bullets explode on impact.
Unless somebody can come up with a better name. If anybody can come up with a better name, I'm game to change it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it will change the effects.
True. But it's a great weapon and kind of can tear some things apart if you use it right. And I think I just am going around the wrong part of the rock.
Yes, you are, because that's the starting point for the
Freedom Trail.
Freedom Trail. Oh, goody. Ghouls.
Whoa. You hear that? Something's ghosting us.
Yeah, it's called a ghoul. Okay, that is that's a fair assessment. That spray and pray is. Well, I think that's part of the reason why they gave it the name.
You know. No, you get him. Don't be trying to give me orders.
Gun. You have a gun. Use it.
You ain't the boss of me, Cait. Oh.
I know. These kind of dates. My God.
Yeah,
it's good to know that your character's not the only one getting hard.
Yeah.
I mean, because Cait is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just to make
Voter
sure
for
that
days.
was. Let's just be clear about that. It was totally Cait.
Mm-hmm.
That was, you know.
Yeah, for whatever reason, you also find ghouls in graveyards. Yeah, they don't do the best at actually finding their pathfinding.
Their pathfinding is pretty terrible, but the funny thing is that they can be running like full bore and slam into one of those and not topple over it. I've never seen one topple over it unless they were like going full out and ran into you or launched themselves.
Ooh, squirrel bits.
Delicious, delicious squirrel bits.
So it makes me wonder if...
I've never had squirrel, but, you know, I know some people who have.
That reminds me of when my brother and I moved, well, not when we moved, when our family moved to Texas when I was younger.
Texas? Yeah, you get that Texas twang when you start talking about Texas.
Yeah, and he went hunting out behind our house, which, considering we were in town, is probably not the best thing to have done. But, and
That's never a good idea.
Yeah, and he killed 4 squirrels. And he skinned them, cleaned them, and put them in the freezer. So they were, you know, you open up the freezer in the middle of the night, and there's 4 little squirrel bodies with their little, like, paws just sticking up in the air. It's...
Your brother's different.
Yeah.
Compared to you, he's very different compared to you. You're very...
Not somebody who would have frozen...
You're very much a chameleon. Your brother is very country.
Yeah. I'm not the kind of person who would have 4 dead squirrels in my freezer. Oh, it's raining super mutants.
Hold up.
It's raining mutants.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull out the spray and pray because super mutants are about the perfect target for it.
Let's show off this Tommy gun.
Not on Cait though.
Preferably not. Cait, line of fire.
Did you see that?
Sweet.
Good. Thought it was me. Okay, that was some bullshit.
Aw, Cait.
That's one of the reasons why Cait is one of our favorite companions, because she just...
You know, she says all the shit that I'm thinking, but I usually don't say. In a lot of situations, because it would be considered... rude.
Yeah.
Little bleeder.
So they're in here.
Nope, they're up above.
Oh, who's... Well, he's not going to be up above for long. So we'll just sit here and wait.
He's coming. Be down in a minute.
Oh, there you are, Cait. Yeah, the area of effect damage of this weapon on bigger targets just tears them apart.
That does make... I think the last time you got it, it was one of those later game items you stumbled upon, and you were like, oh my god, where has this been all my fucking...
Well, Cait's down.
Game life.
Well, they know I'm here, so we'll just let them kind of come around the corner while I heal. Oh, and there's a feral ghoul. Get him, feral ghoul! Yeah, it lives up to the name. Are you gonna get up, Cait?
Oh, don't stim pack her. She'll be fine.
Well, that depends on if there's any... Okay, there we go. So it does kind of use up ammo a little bit more quickly, but it actually does a really good job of putting things down, so that's why I like it.
Well, then again, if you look at super mutants at this point, you would essentially have to put about
3 or 4 bullets at least into them, and that was if I got good shots.
Yeah, I mean, you're not at the point where you can do a one-shot, one-kill.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really too bad.
Let's
Anything in the meat bag?
Oh, let's see.
Mirelurk meat. Awesome.
I love with the super mutants just because you'll sit there and you will have
sometimes just like
meats.
a human head, too. You might just have a human head or a limb with, proboscis.
So we've got another level here. We can't improve our gun nuttery yet.
Did you already do the lead belly?
I did the water one where you can swim.
Okay.
Maybe I should... Well, yeah, I was actually saying I was going to do this just for the sake of being able to show off more things, which is put another point into Hacker.
Ah, yes.
Since that'll actually let me show off pretty much anything that... or a lot of things. All right. Way ahead of you.
Not way ahead, more along the lines of about 30 seconds.
Yeah, a couple seconds.
Essentially, lead time is about it.
Yeah, Rad Scorpion meat
Was
is
that
kind of...
short ribs?
Might have been. Yeah, Rad Scorpion meat is kind of nice to find just because it gives you a...
Nope.
Yeah. It gives you a boost to energy resistance. So if you run into somebody with a lot of energy weapons like the synths...
A femur. Just a random femur.
Yeah. But yeah, so when you're dealing with Institute synths and such who use a lot of energy weapons, you can really take a chunk out of their damage.
Damn you, 30-second delays. It's really upload speeds and...
Yeah, hopefully we'll have better internet after we move.
Oh, here's hoping.
It won't be Comcast, so that's winning. And
that's winning already. Ooh, and a stim pack.
There we go.
I love the just money in a meat bag.
Yeah.
No, it was like a Spiran.
Yep, it's just suggested whatever was in that meat bag.
Well, what used to be in that meat bag
had money.
Had money, so...
Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah, that's one thing I've kind of debated a little bit back and forth in my head is...
In your own head.
Okay, come on into my lap, kitty. Twitch has been fairly easy to use. You and me both, Cait. Twitch has been fairly easy to use, but I don't know if some of the other things we can just do natively with the PS4, like, I think Daily Motion is an option, or YouTube would be any better or more usable.
You got me. I have no answer.
Let's see.
I have nothing.
I don't know. Maybe I'll do some research while we're traveling.
Frag mine for souls. Souls. Yes. I want a frag mine for your soul.
So this has got a nice little overhead view of another area, so we could do that if we wanted to go that way, but we're still trying to find the Silver Shroud. And if you guys can hear any little jingling off in the distance, we belled our cats, so...
All of our cats are wearing their collars.
I think Cait just fell off the building.
Yeah, she did that about 8 seconds ago. I heard it go, ow! Ew.
So you got this...
Relax, hit.
It's not hit, Cait. It's broke.
So you got a random guy up here on the top of the steamer thing with a bunch of things you can grab. Pulse mines are anti-robot weapons, so those
which are
useful.
really great for
like sentry...
assault bots.
Yeah.
Or assaultrons and sentry bots.
Yep. Okay, Cait, try not to fall off the building this time.
She can't even make it up the
ramp.
The ramp, which is it's actually probably better that way.
That's probably because she thinks it's duck season or rabbit season, or can't make up her mind which one it is.
Oh, she's pulling both rolls?
Yep. Well, let's be honest. Cait's high as a kite most of the time. They make no bones about this.
This is true. Interestingly enough, like right now we have one of our cats poking around their bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear one of them curled up in it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
which is entertaining because
it's supposed to be to hold their stuff.
yeah, it's for like their bowls and their water dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to spell this out because if I say it, I will have every feline head turn and look at me. So it's also for all of their TREATSs.
Yes.
I'm waiting for them to learn how to spell.
Yeah. So the Gunners are a group of mercenaries in the wasteland who have this building over here. We'll get there eventually, but in the meantime, it's not worth starting a fight with like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, because they're usually heavily armed
and actually fairly
swift.
smart.
Well, and they move relatively swiftly. I mean, compared to raiders, you know how those legendary raiders and whatnot, they sit there and they move back and forth, and they keep just fucking hold still. They don't do that. The Gunners are usually pretty consistent about even, a private just doing that. Just kind of irritating.
Yeah, they'll actually use cover and hang out behind cover and fling grenades at you.
Or Molotov cocktails.
Good try, Cait. It's a dog, Cait. It doesn't have gear.
Well, but that guy does.
Hello, Caps. Whatever you find, don't forget to share.
You can have some dog meat.
Here, would you like some drugs? Got some jet.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could actually. I've never tried that. I wonder if I gave Cait drugs, would she use them?
Well, which one would she be using? Would she be using jet or psycho?
I think psycho is her drug of choice. Which, consider that usually makes people into incoherent rageaholics.
Who you calling a rageaholic?
I can quit anytime I want.
I don't enjoy this shit. Or wait, I don't enjoy this shite.
There you go.
There you go.
Found Goodneighbor.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Goodneighbor? You can't be walking around without insurance.
Freddy, what the hell?
Unless it's keep dumb assholes away from me
He's-
insurance. I'm not interested.
Now don't.
He's like spazzing.
I think you're gonna like what I have on offer. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone steps through the gate the first time? Guessed. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
That never gets old.
You know,
My heart over here. You all right, brother?
it is still beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Of the people, for the people? Brother.
I can tell I'm gonna like you already. Just consider this town your home away from home. So long as you remember who's in charge.
So I'm going to go ahead and spoil something. Hancock is a potential companion.
I'm gonna sit here and say it. Of all of your male companions, I like him the most.
So yes, you can recruit Hancock to be your buddy. And
Actually, you
pretty much are going to.
you're probably going to, because you love that sweet experience.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shit you can do in Goodneighbor.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me.
It is such a satisfying stab in animation.
Who?
And can I just sit here and say, I love Cleo.
Baby, can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly Robot?
Was that a pickup line?
I'm not taking my
I've
story to
heard
the
better. Now, were you gonna say anything?
Okay.
Got a few minutes to browse.
We don't have enough charisma to pick up a
Maybe
robot.
I'm at a discount.
And she is also a great source of equipment for all kinds of things. It has some great armor, but as you can see, it's worth like 17,000 caps. So, she's got one behind. She has a fat man behind the desk. She doesn't have one right now. Well, no, her inventory can increase or improve as we get further up in level and such. I think it actually scales. Yep. The party starter. You know, if I was going to use a rocket launcher against humans, I would actually consider picking this up. But usually I use rocket launchers for bigger targets. You can actually buy power armor frames and then trick them out as you please.
Actually, honey, a question. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is going to be giving anything away. Are the Atom Cats east or west?
South.
Those are south. Oh, so you don't want to go to them yet.
And you're not even
You don't want to go and deal with stuff down there just yet.
Let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library.
And this is why we cleaned it out.
Memories of that place from when I was a girl. And
Well, no, you were just randomly looting. We certainly didn't know this was going to happen.
I'll pay you 200 caps.
Sure, give me the money. I already did it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I already took care of those super mutants.
You did?
Dumb, ugly
Now
brutes.
that's service for you. Here's your money. Oh, and why don't you
We're getting
take
paid for
this
something we
one?
already did.
Been
Stuff that we
holding on
didn't. Hey, she didn't say you couldn't
if you ever
loot.
happen to go back.
True. She just wanted the super mutants gone.
You know why? Super mutants probably still eat ghouls.
Yeah.
Super mutants eat everything.
So let's see.
They're kind of grotesque that way.
Goodneighbor. There's all kinds of stuff around here. So we'll just kind of wander around the town a little bit. The third
you should
rail.
go into the hotel.
Oh, the hotel's fun.
The hotel is a trip.
But I think Hancock looks like he has something to say. Maybe. Or he's just hanging out on his balcony, just like, what? I own this spot. Do what you do.
It's Hancock. He's going to.
So, Goodneighbor is just this really gangsterific town.
It's kind of like It's kind of like Revolution meets 1920s.
Except that booze is okay. Everything's Jake here.
Yeah, everything is Jake. What do you mean it's not Jake?
So, weird reference, or weird thing about that. There's this anime from years back called, was it Chrono Crusade?
Chrono Crusade.
Oh, you're not Irma.
Yeah, where they actually did research since it's set in the 1920s, and they used period-appropriate slang, which is actually quite a bit of attention to detail.
Hmm?
Hi.
Yeah, you actually have to talk to a historian for that kind of shit, man.
Sometimes you just got to escape a little to make it through the day.
You know, every time I see this guy,
It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days.
he always reminds me of a little boy.
You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
Like, there's something about him that just he reminds me like my little cousin.
You mean when they first did?
You know?
How? The last
It's
broadcast
like
was
partially
hundreds
the
of
way
years
he's
ago.
dressed, the way he speaks. You know, just
I was
his.
in cryogenic storage for a long time.
Normally I'd go sarcastic,
Oh, man,
but
that's amazing. You just
I had
like
to
Mr.
tell him the
Barber from
truth.
episode 83.
If you don't tell him the truth, you kind
Wasn't
of get
he
shunted.
A caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up.
Wait,
The world these days
Was that
must take some getting used to.
Captain America?
Close.
How did you get used to everything?
Mainly I focused on survival. It got real bad after the bombs fell. For a long while, I tried not to think of the good old days. Just too painful. But it's all we got now. So we gotta try and make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work,
it's actually
I
a piece of
still need
shit.
The most important piece. The genuine.
Well, then again,
Silver
what was used in the show was probably just plastic.
Yeah, so
or wood.
That's a very low bar to reach to get a better weapon than that.
This one actually, actually shoots projectiles.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming.
You gotta help out a fellow
Silver
comic
Shroud
fan.
over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll
And
find
Hubris Comics comes up again.
Gotta love Hubris Comics. I mean...
Okay, so that's our next quest, is go and get a costume for him. But in the meantime, there's a few things to poke around Goodneighbor for.